Hey everyone, welcome back. Before we jump into the Season 3 recap, let's quickly go over what happened in The Defenders. Matt Murdock has quit being Daredevil and returned to a quiet life as a lawyer, but after a mysterious earthquake hits New York, he gets pulled back into action. Matt ends up defending Jessica Jones at the police precinct, and soon crosses paths with Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Jessica herself as they all begin investigating the Hand. When they realize the Hand is behind the chaos, including the resurrection of Elektra, Matt's former lover, he reluctantly teams up with the others. Elektra doesn't remember Matt at first, but he recognizes her immediately. Throughout their encounters, Matt tries to reach Elektra's true self. He's torn between stopping her as a threat and saving her as the woman he once loved. As the Defenders plan to destroy Midland Circle, where the Hand is digging for the bones of a dragon, Matt insists on staying behind to fight Elektra. They battle underground while the building collapses. In the end, Matt chooses to stay with her. The building collapses and crashing down on both of them. Everyone believes Matt is dead. Foggy and Karen are devastated. But in the final scene, Matt is revealed to be alive, badly injured, and recovering in secret at a church. Now that we've caught up with Matt's journey in The Defenders, let's dive straight into what happens next in Daredevil Season 3. After the collapse of Midland Circle, Matt Murdock is presumed dead. In reality, he's rescued and taken to St. Agnes Orphanage, where he's cared for by Sister Maggie. Severely injured and without his heightened senses, Matt is broken in both body and spirit. Believing God abandoned him, he rejects his identity as Matt Murdock and fully embraces being Daredevil, cutting off contact with Foggy Nelson and Karen Page. As months pass, Matt's senses gradually return. He begins patrolling the streets again as the Man in the Mask, but he's out of shape and emotionally unstable. During a brutal fight with some criminals, he nearly begs to be killed, revealing how far he's fallen. Meanwhile, in prison, Wilson Fisk engineers an attack on himself to manipulate the FBI. He convinces them he's a valuable informant and is moved into house arrest at the Presidential Hotel, setting the stage to secretly rebuild his empire. FBI agent Ray Nadeem, under financial pressure, is assigned to Fisk. Eager to do good and support his family, Nadeem doesn't realize he's being used as a pawn. As Fisk plays both sides, he begins grooming a dangerous asset, FBI sniper Benjamin Poindexter. Although seemingly polite and controlled, Poindexter suffers from severe psychological issues and an obsession with a woman named Julie. Fisk exploits his instability, positioning him as the perfect weapon. Back in Hell's Kitchen, Matt investigates Fisk's sudden release and begins piecing together the conspiracy. He eventually reconnects with Foggy and Karen, but insists Matt Murdock is gone and refuses to return to his old life. As he gets deeper into Fisk's network, Matt discovers that Fisk has secretly taken control of the FBI and is manipulating agents, including Poindexter, who begins wearing a Daredevil suit and committing murders, ruining Matt's reputation. When Karen finds a witness, Jasper Evans, who can expose Fisk, they bring him to the New York Bulletin. But Poindexter, disguised as Daredevil, attacks the office, kills Evans, and slaughters staff, framing Daredevil for the massacre. Matt arrives and fights Poindexter in a chaotic battle but barely escapes with his life. Public opinion turns against Daredevil, and Fisk's grip on the city tightens. Matt, now completely off the grid, investigates further and discovers Poindexter's mental health records. He and Nadeem break into Dex's apartment and uncover recordings from his dark past. Meanwhile, Karen makes a bold move by confronting Fisk and revealing she murdered his right-hand man James Wesley, hoping to provoke him into confessing. Fisk nearly attacks her, but is restrained by the FBI. During this chaos, Matt makes a shocking discovery. Sister Maggie is actually his biological mother. Crushed by the truth, Matt spirals further, but eventually finds clarity and resolve. Ray Nadeem, now fully aware of the corruption within the FBI, tries to expose the conspiracy, but SAC Tammy Hatley, also under Fisk's control, murders another agent and frames Nadeem. Forced into silence, Nadeem secretly records a video confession detailing Fisk's crimes and the FBI's involvement. Fisk, now completely free and preparing to marry Vanessa, orders Poindexter to eliminate Nadeem. In a heartbreaking scene, Poindexter shoots him in his backyard. Murdock realizes the justice system failed, and if Fisk isn't stopped now, more innocent lives will be lost. In the explosive final act, Matt tricks Poindexter into turning against Fisk by revealing Fisk had Julie murdered and hid the truth. Poindexter, in full Daredevil suit, crashes Fisk's wedding and attacks him. Matt intervenes, and a brutal three-way fight breaks out in Fisk's penthouse. Poindexter is ultimately crippled by Fisk, leaving him paralyzed. Matt viciously beats Fisk and nearly kills him, but pulls back at the last second. Instead, Matt threatens Fisk. If he ever harms anyone again or reveals Matt's identity, he'll go after Vanessa. Fisk agrees to the deal, and the authorities arrest him. Poindexter is taken into surgery, hinting at his future transformation into Bullseye. With Fisk defeated and justice finally served, Matt finds peace. He reconciles with Foggy and Karen, and the three decide to relaunch their law firm as Nelson, Murdock, and Page, giving each of them a fresh start. And that wraps up the recap of Daredevil Season 3. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite moment in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.